What's good? What's good? It's your boy North, and it's your man Jamel Herring, and I already messed this up. Look at this, look at this. And it's the 10 podcast. This is our makeup show from Thursday and Friday. StreamYard hasn't been working on what the hell was it? On Chrome, but we are back, and we'll be back tomorrow and the whole week, and we're back to our regular schedule. Jamel, what's good? Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, bro. Happy 4th.
We got a good show lined up. Chavez, part of the cartel. Jake Paul review. More Schofield stuff, more Shakur stuff versus Berlanga. I mean, not versus Berlanga, but you know what I mean. But we're going to get into that right after this. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, my guy?
Everything's good, bro. Good morning, everyone out there.
Yo, it's definitely a good morning. I'm just chilling right now in the crib. 4th of July was okay. You know what I mean? I mean, it's definitely better than that rapper that blew his hand off. What's his name? 4L? I don't know.
4 extra. That's crazy.
4
Now they saying he need 4 extra fingers or some shit like that. You know, the internet undefeated, bro.
No, I mean, yo, you know what's crazy is that you would think people will learn. Like,
yo, for real.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was around JPP. I don't know if you remember Jason Pierre-Paul when he blew off his hand. I was with him like a week and a half after he blew his hand off. And like I just remember looking at him, and it was like he had the pin still in his hand. He had it bandaged up, and he had like literally like just this and this. That's it. It was crazy. And I ain't gonna front. He's a good sport because, you know, and if you guys don't know who that is, years back, yeah, he used to play defensive end for the New York Giants, and he blew off his hand on 4th of July the same way as this guy did. And he was in good spirits, Jamel. Like, he would give everybody the pound with that hand. It was crazy, bro. Like, I was like,
reminded every time you look,
nah, yo, that shit was, yo,
son. Be having damn bombs in their hands and the fuse be about that big. Like, yo, what we doing?
Bro, I don't even like sparklers, bro. Like, how about that? I don't even sparklers. I don't know how people like just fuck with that shit, bro. Like, it's crazy. But if you ain't blow your hand off, shout out to you this weekend. Prayers go out to that young man. I know he's
need my hands.
Shit, he gotta be dealing with that shit, because I ain't gonna lie, son. If I was missing 4 fingers right now, I'd be mad as shit, bro. I don't even know what to say. But my man got all his fingers. He got everything going on. It's all love. Good morning, my man Ray Cunningham. Shouts to you. Make sure y'all share, like the stream. Let's get it out there. Let's continue to work. We're about to go on a crazy run. Shout out to everybody that's out there. Let's start the show off. Julio Cesar Chavez, I think on Thursday or Wednesday, gets arrested by ICE and deported back to Mexico.
What the fuck you gonna do?
Holy shit. What? Yo, hold on. Let me play this shit. Like,
You do want my section? Put the gloves on if you want me to. ¿No tienes algo en sus zapatos?
No.
¿Bolsillos?
Nada.
¿No tienes nada?
Mi celular aquí en la bolsa de atrás.
Aquí has it.
No tienes nada contigo, ¿no?
Yes, pockets in the front of the jacket.
¿El teléfono?
El phone. I know you're ready, dude.
Oh, it's on.
Yo, I thought I was watching the episode from Narcos when I seen this shit. I thought it was fake. I watched it and I was like, damn, son, he really got bad luck. I mean, what was your initial reaction when you seen that shit?
I was like, I don't know, bro. I was just like, when it first happened, I was like, it's gotta be more behind it. Like, I hope it's not just they think he's a random. Well, obviously they don't think he was a random, you know what I'm saying? Mexican or whatever. But like, come on, bro. Like, I was like, yo, that's just he was in country for the whole build up for the Jake Paul shit, and it was like I waited till after he fought, paid his dues, whatever, and then arrested him.
Yeah, well, they were saying that.
But then you told me the story before we got all behind this. I'm like, yo, it's just crazy.
Yo, bro, when I was reading all this stuff, right? So when I seen it, I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy. And then the president or something of Mexico sent out basically, Trump is getting rid of everybody. So they already knew that Chavez Jr. was he was working with the cartel. Like this was known within the government. Right. Apparently he was hiding out and there was a warrant out for him in Mexico. So he was hiding out in the United States. So that is the crazy. And it's kind of arrogant to me. You didn't think they were going to come get you. Trump said he was coming to get everybody, bro. If you was a criminal, he's coming to get you. You don't think that they were trying to make an example out of you? Because, Chavez, the name is synonymous in Mexico. It's glorious. So, I mean, it's a big thing. Chavez Sr. and they really went out to make an example with the cartel, and they went and got him. And I was just sitting there like, yo, this is crazy. But he didn't even look bothered. Like, he kind of was like, yo.
I know, like, he was the jig was up.
Yeah, like, they
caught me. They caught me. They caught me, yeah.
They got me. But what's the funny thing is, more stuff is coming out, right? And apparently, his ties he was kind of like muscle. Like, so they would, and I was reading this, and I forgot who put this out, but basically they were saying that Chavez Jr., they would hang up the people that they were trying to intimidate like a punching bag. And they would call Chavez Jr. in to beat the shit out of him. Like, I was sitting there like,
oh, bro, it's over. He was out there just giving body shots. Yo,
bro,
imagine
bro, that is crazy. Imagine you just chilling there, bro.
You're not chilling there, yo. The way you was saying was like they had people, hung by their damn ankles, whatever, and you just sitting there. You probably blindfolded, hands tied behind your back, and from world baby coming in and start beating on your body. That's crazy work.
But bro, how can you think you're gonna get away with that? Like at that point, like, I mean, you didn't think it was gonna leak or anything that you was. Oops, my fault. That you was the muscle behind this shit. Like this shit was crazy. Like I was like, nah, this shit gotta be made up. But they were saying that. I mean, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't, and he's going to Mexican prison. People are like, oh no. I'm like, listen. Trump ain't you know how expensive it is to keep people over here? He's sending people out. He was talking about paying other countries to take our violent criminals. So I mean it was bugged out, man, and unfortunate for him. But like there's another thing. It said July ICE arrested Mexican boxer and criminal illegal alien Julio Cesar Chavez. He is now being processed for expedited removal from the United States. The Sinaloa cartel affiliate, that's what he's down with, has an active arrest warrant in Mexico in his involvement in organized crime, trafficking firearms, ammunition, and explosives. Oh,
the explosives. Wow, though, like,
bro, he's about to. This nigga need a movie. Under President Trump, no one is above the law, including world famous athletes. Our message to any cartel affiliates in the U.S. is clear: we will find you, and you will face consequences. Yeah. Why did you take the Jake Paul fight? Like, why did you put yourself back?
Listen. Let them get comfortable. They let Jake, let the event go, go forward with the event. Everybody get their money. Obviously, my man Chavez, he gets taxed. He gets taxed on his purse. So they got what they needed. All right, book him.
I don't even think he got taxed yet. He got to claim it.
Shit, they took them taxes out. Book him.
Yeah, they definitely taxed his ass. I mean, bro, the shit that he got, I feel like they're gonna bury him. Like they're going to try.
No, it's a wrap. They're gonna make an example.
Damn, man, is this?
Junior always had it rough. Junior always had it rough though.
Bro, but isn't it like? Is this maybe the worst? Not the worst story, but
Ray, they took them taxes for sure. Ray, they definitely took them taxes. Before he went home with the purse with the check, they already took out their taxes. It was nice doing business, Mr. Chavez Jr. Get him out of there. Book him.
Yeah, is this the biggest downfall in boxing history?
Nah.
Anybody worse? Bro, but you don't think so? Bro, his father's like a king in Mexico. He never lived up to his father's expectations. People always critique
But
him.
the sad thing about it, over time though, if you think about it, bro, people really separated the two. They don't even. They just know Junior is just Junior, but they will always hold his father to the highest, to the highest. All that, man. Listen, Junior to Junior, Senior to Senior. We know that everybody knows the difference. We're not tying Junior to Senior's accomplishment, his career, his achievement. Two different people, and literally, not forget. People look at them as two different people, not even like blood related, just two different people. Yeah. Thank you. Junior is not his daddy. That's how people look at it.
I'm not gonna lie, son. That shit is crazy. Like I've never seen.
I have never heard like in recent years anyone say that.
LD, what up?
And Junior is tearing down the legacy of the child. No one does.
You don't think he's kind of hurting his legacy now? His dad?
Junior. Listen. Everybody knew Junior had been on. Listen, before what was it saying? Junior was on that dope. Junior was on something. Junior's out here partying. Junior. Everybody knew Junior was Junior. Even Senior has wild stories behind him, but they never compare to Junior.
I remember growing up and watching his father carry him on his shoulders. He had the little red headband, Chavez. Yo, it's crazy because we all watched him kind of grow up in front of our eyes. And it's sad, man, to see that now he's going to jail.
Listen. And Senior has Selma Hayek. Yo, come on now.
Wait, that was his girl, Selma Hayek?
What?
I didn't know that. What the fuck?
Senior had Selma. Like, come on, man.
That's Selma Hayek?
Nobody, Junior could never. Junior could never.
Jesus, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Damn, if I had a celebrity that I can pick of any celebrity, I wonder who it would be.
Selma's still bad to this day in her 50s. Like,
Selma is super bad. Even when she did that movie, she had the one eyebrow. She still looked good. Daddy was more conservative than his son, but he has crazy stories. Senior is a pimp. I didn't know Senior was getting it down like that, bro. Like that.
What? Senior was a real life celebrity.
He still is. He got like TV shows.
In his heyday. Oh no, he was bigger than movie stars. He was bigger than movie stars.
Damn, man,
that's why he was pulling them, and had a girl at home.
Damn, for real.
Senior was out there.
Chavez Jr.
Ain't never hear stories like that with Junior. All we hear is stories of Junior is that when he get into some mess. That's it. But other than that,
coke binges and shit like that.
Yeah, that's right. And now this, like no one's surprised. Somebody put up the video when Senior was just like, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, you think he's definitely. I mean, what's the worst part is, he's gonna be made an example. Like she said that I think the president, mayor, whatever the hell it was, that they're gonna make an example out of him.
Yes, what it is. It is what it is.
I don't say free criminals.
If allegations are true, but they not
bro, the statement they put out, it wasn't even a debate. Like it was more so like, yeah, this nigga's a grimy nigga. We got they got wiretaps. They got all types.
Never mind. They got the wiretaps.
They got audio. They got confessions. They got that's why he was out here hiding out, bro. They got mad shit.
That's how they got John Gotti. The wiretaps. Never mind.
He's cooked, man. I mean, does he do life? I don't know, but I would be so nervous to be going to a Mexican prison right now. But let's get to Jake Paul. Apparently, Jake Paul is now ranked by the WBA and trying to make an attempt to fight the champion Badu Jackie. Came out and called him out, but now the WBA is apparently reviewing him because of criticism.
What did I say though, bro? What did I tell you the last time we hit this show? Yeah. I said, do you know how? What they rank? They rank Jake at what? Number 14,
something like that.
Imagine being the guy at number 15.
Yeah.
Imagine being the guy ranked behind him though, and that's just the top 15 is who was eligible to basically fight for a world championship. Imagine all the other guys under him. Like, this is crazy work. I've been fighting my whole life just to even get recognized, and it's like, yo, Jake. If you really look at it, Jake has not fought one legitimate contender in today's boxing, bro. I always give him credit for his promotion, from him promoting and things like that, what he's doing with MVP. But in terms of him being a world contender, he has not yet he has not fought not one world contender yet.
I mean, there's two sides to this. I know people want to say, well, he's a fake boxer. He's this.
I'm not gonna call him a fake boxer because he's boxing. You can't play boxing, but at the same time, okay, if we doing rankings now, if we talking about, because again, it's crazy. Even if he goes in there and fights for a world title and loses, he still got the opportunity before many others that's been working their whole lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, look at that part too. Like even if you say I don't think he beats a Bottle Jack at all. Hell no, man. Bottle Jack, is a vet, a grizzled vet now. No way in the world he beats a Bottle Jack. But the fact he could be able to go fight for a world title, and if he does, even if he loses, that's still an accomplishment that others, that's been fighting for years haven't gotten yet. So that's crazy.
How about the people that say that his fights are set up? They're rigged.
No, I don't think they're rigged. I just think there's good matchmaking to pick this type of fights for at the right time. Like, come on, like for one, Tyson was a fight. It was Tyson was 58, 59 years old, whatever. But they had on 16-ounce gloves. And there's 2-minute rounds. There's 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
Come on.
How does he bend the rules like that? That drives me.
Man, listen, he got deep pockets. Then you get the Chavez Jr. fight. Like, when has Chavez Jr. been a threat? I don't think it was rigged. I think it's just good matchmaking on their end. They know who to pick and choose in terms of who they put in the ring with him.
He's gonna get the title shot. This review is bullshit. Like, let's be honest.
I said it too. I said I feel like the WBA is only putting that statement out there. You know what I'm saying, to make it seem like they're doing the right thing, but I guarantee he's still gonna stay in the rankings.
I mean, the rankings are bullshit. Look how they've been done, and I get it. People want to shit on.
He's still gonna be listen. As long as he sits anywhere in the rankings in the top 15, and Bardu has an opportunity to do a voluntary defense or whatever, they're going to give it to him.
Well, let's look at the flip side of it. People want to dump on Jake for this, but how about Manny? Manny has been retired for how many years? And they ranked him just so he could get a title shot. I mean, the rankings are bullshit. Like, let's be real. I'm just saying. Not to mention, Manny came off a really bad loss. So how does Manny get a shot? The rankings are bullshit. And again, I think boxing needs to be cleaned up. But, I mean, I'm not going to dump on Jake and say, oh, everything's corrupt, and then give a pass to Manny Pacquiao. I think it's kind of crazy.
No, it ain't Jake's fault. It's not Jake's fault. It's not Jake's fault. It's not even Manny Pacquiao's fault. Like I said, it's the people that run these these organizations and get the goal to even make these type of moves. So I don't blame the fighter. I definitely don't blame the fighter. I mean, fighter's gonna do what he got to do, to benefit himself at the end of the day. But at the same time, it's like, these organizations have the power to do the right thing and make the right moves. And yet,
what'd you say?
You see with favoritism. You see favoritism around the board, though.
He who has the money makes the decisions, right? What did my man Ray Cunningham say? He said, I just think it's a big smack, her face, big disrespectful thing. The way he came into boxing, me being an ex-boxer myself, think it's so disrespectful the way he came into our world of boxing. I mean, I get it if you're a purist, but there's a lot of things that gotta turn you off about boxing. Like, again, Manny Pacquiao's 46, hasn't fought in how many years, and they ranked him just to get him a title shot. Like, he just literally, and like you said, imagine the other guys that are working, that are fighting these bullshit fights, and Manny comes along, hey, what's up, guys? And he gets a real title shot. It's crazy. Manny Pacquiao fight boxers. He did. I mean, I get it, but he's been retired for years. Even George Foreman wasn't.
I get you saying with the retired part. Like, I mean, he was retired long enough to get him to the Hall of Fame. So I think it's like 4 years you got to be retired. 4 years you got to be out the ring and on to basically get to the Hall of Fame. So when you meet that requirement, then he makes the Hall of Fame and goes after the Hall of Fame goes right to training camp. That's crazy.
He the title shot.
Finessed it. He finessed it.
The sanctioning bodies are non for profit for a reason. Anyone can donate for special favors. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really non for profit because they do charge what is it, a 3% sanctioning fee and this and that. I mean, it might be the biggest scam still around in American sports. To be honest with you, like it's kind of crazy if you really think about it, but it is what it is. Do you think he's gonna? I mean, yeah, I believe he's gonna fight Badu Jack. Who do you think he fights out of all the guys he's called out? Because he called out Zerdo as well. Yeah, that's fine. They said Chavez fought so bad his own father called ice on him. It's crazy. That is crazy, Clarissa. That is so horrible what you just said.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill.
That's hilarious, though.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I would have too. I mean, this guy sucks. Jesus Christ. Yo, but that's another thing. But how did they let him even fight? But whatever.
They knew what they was doing, man. Come on, man. They, like you said, they gotta get, Uncle Sam gotta get his cut first.
Yeah, Uncle Sam, the promoters, a lot of powerful people want to get paid.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it was too much on the line for them to be like, yo, arrest him at the weigh-in. You could have got him at the weigh-in. They got him at the weigh-in if you wanted.
Yeah.
Too much on the line, y'all. Listen, business comes first in America. Let's be real.
I'm not gonna front, son.
The business, then justice.
Yeah.
We don't always get that. But
I'm not gonna lie,
you're gonna get your business out the way though first.
That's some funny shit. I'm not gonna lie. That might be the funniest shit I've ever seen. But I mean, Jake Paul continues to dominate the headlines. You know what I mean? He's gonna continue to do what he does. I wasn't really,
The fact we even have this conversation is crazy too, though. That's crazy. We having this conversation about it, yo. That's crazy right there.
We're not even talking about real boxing yet. We're talking about Chavez getting locked up.
That's my ice and the WBA, and now they want to do the criticism. Like they're not. They're gonna put that statement out until they let the people know that they acknowledged it. But I'm guaranteeing he's still gonna be there.
Clarissa says, is it a coincidence that when they fight Paul, ex-boxers forget how to throw a punch? I mean, listen. I know people don't want to put the black eye on boxing or Jake Paul of people being bought out. Boxing is it's the Wild Wild West, like you would say.
My brother just texted me because he watched too. Like my brother Pop, like real talk. They could have been arrested, my man. Going back to the Chavez. Yeah.
First of all, they let him in.
Like come on, like if they wanted, they could have got him in his drawers at the weigh-in, yo. They wanted to say
they let him in the country January 2nd. Biden and them let him in the country. Knowingly, like this guy was a felon.
Listen, man, listen. Jake Paul said it best. I'm gonna beat him, then I'm sending him back to Mexico. He kept his word.
Why did he come to America? Why didn't he go to like Dominican Republic or somewhere like that? Like I would have went somewhere where my money's gonna go long. But I guess the cocaine is good. I don't know. Speaking of cocaine, Abdullah Mason and Floyd Schofield, your buddy, you know, I know you're really close friends with his father.
Yeah, for sure.
Schofield Senior. A visual of the sparring session had came out. I haven't watched. It's my first time watching it, so I need a professional to break it down. So I'm gonna play it for you guys real quick. I don't know who's who.
Ali, bro. You hear me, Abdullah?
Schofield.
All right,
White.
You said Schofield's a t-shirt?
Schofield's in a white t-shirt. In the all black with the blue headgear.
All right, hold on, let's play this.
Abdullah, make him switch back, Abdullah.
Good.
Counter.
Nice. Yup, leave it out there like that. Yup. To the stomach. Ali. You see him? There you go.
Yeah, put your straight ones together.
Keep it out there.
Switch it up while you fight. Switch it up while you fight.
Nice recovery, bro. Keep that stick out there,
Go ahead, but don't get him.
There you go.
Right, don't get him. Don't wait for him to sit up. Go. He just leaning back on that back leg. Right.
Beautiful. That's what they do. Good.
Right, yeah. Right. When he throws
Thank you. Ooh.
Work. Good. When you throw, put your combinations together. Head movement. Good. Take away that jab like you do. You got it. Keep fresh. Keep tight. Go get it.
His voice is really annoying. I can still hear it through the whole thing. It's terrible. We got the worst voice in boxing. We continue. Oh, I mean, let's stop.
But you see, listen. When you hear the one that's panicking the most, the corner that's panicking the most, you know it's a problem.
So you
Let's
should
be real, y'all. Dude. When you hear the corners that have panicking, you know it's a problem. So all them stories so far that he's been out there putting, saying Abdullah Mason was on their level, they sparred him, and they basically beat him up, and they had to held back on the power. You hear the father keep talking about some use the power.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
He was out there in interview saying that I had to tell my son to hold back some of the power, but you obviously hear him in the video keep some use the power because they can't keep that boy up off their ass. Let's be real.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's keep playing. Keep giving us this and that.
Come on with your hands up, man. We all break. I can clean break. Come on with your hands up. Come on. Good.
Damn, beautiful. Hook off the jab straight left. Hook off that jab. Beautiful. Hook off of it. There you go.
That's that running. See what I'm saying? That running in.
Good. Get low.
Right, you got it.
Keep it out here, champ. Let me get some of that body now. There you go. See? Got it. Good body shot. Beautiful.
Oh, he did it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, nice. All right, stay calm. Relax.
6 seconds. Bad comments. Don't wait for another second. Use that power.
Use that power.
Hold on. What was your professional breakdown on that situation? Your non-biased professional.
I mean, it's sparring. Let's keep it a book. It is sparring, but it's not the point. Like I get it, sparring is not the real fight. But I'm just going based off the stories that his father put out there about sparring. It means like it was dog walking my man in sparring. So I know people be like, "Well, we just no, it's not. We're not going off of that. We're going off the statements his father put out there about the sparring session. It ain't. I didn't see none of them stories that he had in that one round right there. Then I heard stories they were supposed to do more rounds, and his father took him out after that one round. So I heard that as well.
Really? I mean, I'm watching. I thought Mason looked pretty good. I think Mason's a little bit younger, right?
He's just sharp. He's just sharper. He's sharper. He has better quick twitch muscles. The jab, and like I said, I think Schofield, respectfully, I think he'll have issues with slick boxers because of his style. His style is more of he's coming in straight through the front door at times. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's coming through the front door. Like at times, like I said before, of his the one fight before he was to fight Shakur, whatever, you know, I said he had more of a Sean Porter style, which is, you know what I'm saying? There's no knock against my man Sean. Shout out to my bro Sean. In terms of like, you know, he'll bounce side to side and then he'll try to leap in at times. You know, Sean does it, but Sean can box. Sean also can box when he wants to. You know what I mean? But like it seems like Schofield, he likes to use brute force, you know what I'm saying, at first. And then it's like when he can't do that, it's like he runs out of ideas, and that's when you start seeing his father and everybody panic at times.
No, I mean, you got a good point, and like there's a lot of similarities. I think he's a little more reckless than Sean, in my opinion.
Yeah. He gonna jump. He gonna jump through. He gonna try to, you know, instead of setting up, he want to just jump through the front door and try to overwhelm you at times.
No, absolutely.
Sean can change rhythm. Sean can do. I just see similarities that he took from Sean. I mean, even Shakur was sparring with Sean Porter to get ready for Kid Austin when they was supposed to fight.
That's another thing. They were supposed to fight it, and then they said they wanted $2.5 million. I feel like they faked Jackson, and they knew he wasn't going to pay that. I mean, I think this is a fight that I'd like to see, though. I would like to see this. I know Abdullah Mason is fighting for the belt right now for the vacated.
He's fighting for a title. He's fighting for a title, though.
He is, and Schofield is not. But I think
And the sad thing about it, Schofield Jr. is not a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? But you see, he takes a lot of heat because of his father. You know what I'm saying? So people and even like us start critiquing a lot more harder because of it's just the things that his father says. If we're being honest, he's not a bad fighter, but when your father puts you out there on this pedestal, which he should as a father, but it's the way he goes about it. You know what I'm saying? You sound crazy. Yeah, 2.5 million. He did actually to fight Mason.
Yeah, he wanted 2.5 million.
Look it up. This is crazy. To fight Mason, he wanted to. If that's not that don't sound like a duck move, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and honestly, that would have been a big fight.
Duck move too. It's considered a duck move when you overprice yourself.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: Mason is a lot cleaner, and another thing is, like I said, he has really good timing. I feel like, and we've seen the prior to the Tevin Farmer fight, he got caught coming in, and he fell off his stool. If that happens with especially Anthony Mason, with Abdullah Mason, I think Mason finishes him. I would favor Abdullah Mason in that fight, and I think Abdullah Mason is looking for that type of a fight.
He asked for it.
Yeah,
he asked for it already.
And there's a lot of this. I mean, Schofield's calling out what Shakur. He played Shakur. You know, he said that Shakur is overrated. I think he said did he say he said Shakur. Did he say Keyshawn Davis or somebody else he named? Oh no, it was Gervonta. He said he stopped Gervonta. They're looking for the big bag. They're looking for the big fight right now. Regardless, his father I don't think his father's trolling. I'm sorry.
No, he believe that shit.
He definitely believes, as you should. You should believe in your son. That's a fact. But I mean, give us an overall synopsis of what you feel about that spot. Does this mean anything? Does it mean something?
No, man, like I said, it don't. It's again, sparring don't really. Sparring matters, but it doesn't mean much. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't. It's not the end of be all. Sometimes you go in sparring just to work on certain things. You know what I mean, y'all? So, but like I said, I'm going based off the stories his father was putting out there about the sparring sessions. Like they basically made it seem like they ran Mason out the ring. They didn't see none of that.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Like
you said, his father's voice is annoying because he kept panicking in the damn corner, throwing out 100 different fucking tips and whatever to do in the sparring session.
Nah, that's a fact. I mean, I like. You know, it's funny because I really like the kid. I like him a lot. I want to see him do well. He seems like a good dude. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Boots thing. So, anyways, Eddie Hearn. Did you hear about the Eddie Hearn and Boots thing?
Which one? The fight in September? We spoke about
Boots. Yeah. So apparently, I'm trying to pull it up real quick. Boots will be fighting in September. They were trying to get him on that November card. You know, they're having a mega November card.
Right.
And Eddie Hearn said that they are sending out offers to a bunch of fighters for a fight. I think it is in September. For Boots in Philadelphia again. It says Eddie Hearn reveals that Jerron Ellis will make his 154-pound debut around September, early October at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. We have already made a few offers to opponents at 154. That's what Eddie Hearn said. Now, it's a lot of guys at 154. I think people are tired of waiting for Boots to become that superstar. If it's anything less than maybe a Charlo, a Ortiz, or Xander Zayas, do you feel like people are going to critique it?
But Xander is tied up. He got a world title fight.
Okay, Xander got a I mean, if it's less than any, because there's a lot of guys at 154. There's a list of ranked fighters at 154, and we're all waiting for Boots to take that next level up. If it's anything less than one of those names or one of the major names,
he's going to get criticism. He's going to get criticized. We know it. Knowing and thinking about it, it's going to be more of a showcase if they have it in Philly. Because I guarantee most top contenders will refuse to fight in his hometown unless it's a serious purse behind it. Yeah. But it's going to be. Let's be real, bro. You and I both know. What are we? We're already in July. You talking about fighting in September supposedly? Yeah. And you haven't heard any top big names yet come up. Come on, man. Because you gotta give it. You gotta, a legitimate contender. He's gonna want prep time. You know, he's gonna want a full camp. I mean, if they announce it today, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. Then you guys do have time to do a full camp and everything. But we're in July. We haven't heard any like big names, anything like that, come up with Boots. And so far, in September at that, everyone's pretty much focused on Canelo and Bud. I mean, you probably even got fighters trying to get on that card. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to get a lot of eyes on that card. Let's be real. And it's going to Netflix. So right now, the main focal point in September pretty much is Bud and Canelo. So for them to talk about fighting in September, what are you gonna do? You pretty much got to do it after that show. But by then, it is what it is.
And Turkey, they say Turkey wants Ortiz versus Boots in November. I mean, listen, if he's looking to fight at the Wells Fargo, it looks like it's already decided.
Okay, yeah, if HLD's if it's correct, then he's not gonna fight any hard, tough contender in September and then turn around and fight a Virgil Ortiz in November.
Yeah, there's no way he's gonna fight Ortiz in November.
You got to go back. You think about it. You need at least 6 to 8 week training camp. You fight in September, and then November's your next fight. That's 2 months. That's 2 months. Right, you're not gonna go from one hard ass fight or camp into another one, because then there'll be 1,000 excuses if you don't look like the way you're supposed to look against Ortiz.
He said, I think Boots wanted Ortiz now because he knew Ortiz had hand surgery.
Ortiz put in my hand. I can't do shit right now. My hand fucked up.
Yeah, and then Robert Garcia, actually, trainer of Virgil Ortiz, called him out on that. He said, we've been trying to get this fight, and now he finds out that he has surgery, and he wants to act like he wants to fight him. That's what Robert said. It doesn't seem as if Boots is in a rush to get in the ring with Virgil Ortiz. And if you guys recall, early last year, Boots accepted a fight at 147, but everybody knew Virgil couldn't make 147. Then when Virgil came back and said I'd take the fight, but it had to be at 154, then it was like, no, well, I'm going to unify 147. And now he takes one fight, and now he took 2 fights, and now he's going up to 154. Is he ducking him? Do you think he's ducking Virgil Ortiz?
I don't think he's ducking him, but I think he's trying to get obviously the team's trying to get their advantage over Virgil. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Trying to get advantage over him, get on while he's wounded. But I don't think they're ducking him.
I mean, my biggest concern with Boots is, and this is just being honest, is he gets hit a lot. And he was able to, he had very good punch resistance at 147, but clearly at 154, I don't know if he can do the same things. He was taking a lot of shots from a lot of those guys and just walking through them.
I mean, we'll see. That's what we want to see, though. But we want to see like Clarissa, we want to see the 50-50 fights. I don't want to see one-sided fights with just a showcase and you out there doing tricks and all types of shit, whatever, yada yada. I want to see now if you can pull that shit off against somebody that's legit. I mean, there's no knock against Boots, but I'm saying that I don't want to see like the playing around shit. I want to see like good scraps, chess matches, all that type of thing. Even if it's got to be a brawl, but I want to see entertainment. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm with you. I'm dying to see that fight. It's been too long for that fight not to be happening.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because, like you said, they're supposed to happen at 47 and for like the last how many years now. So, I think they're gonna have no choice but to eventually meet in the ring anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's the fight everybody wants to see. That is the one, and the fact that it's not happening is it sucks, dude. Like that. I mean, listen, and I'm a big Virgil fan, but at this point, it's just getting like it's getting corny at this point, to be honest with you. Did you hear? I don't know how true this is. Did you hear about Virgil Ortiz fighting Beetlejuice at the fight?
That's probably a jet. Wait. They got into a fight or what? They what?
No. So apparently, I don't know how real this is, but Ring Magazine announced it. But they're gonna have a. I'll tell you right now. Let me see if I can pull it up. This ain't it. They're supposed to have a let me see. Let me pull this up. I keep pulling up the wrong thing. A Beetlejuice versus Virgil Ortiz fight. I don't know how true that is, but Ring Magazine
posted doing that shit to troll because Virgil just put it out a thing about how Jake Paul's out here fooling the public with his fights. They probably did that shit just as a dig at Jake Paul. Let's be real. Moving on. We ain't got time to waste time to talk about that stupid ass shit.
Nah, that's funny. I don't know if you guys remember who Beetlejuice is. He got famous on the Howard Stern show. It's pretty funny, but maybe it was. I got
time for that shit, man.
Well, we all know that Turkey Alexis has been going back and forth with Jake Paul for the longest, so you know.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see Javante and Shakur either, man.
Oh, Javante Shakur is never gonna happen. Tank does not want the smoke. That's another question. So recently, Gervonta Davis has erased all his social media. He's not trolling, doesn't want to speak to anybody.
People talking about that. He does this shit all the time.
Yeah. I mean, but this
this is not the first time. Yo, matter of fact, what other celebrity? It's just celebrities out there, man. Especially in the hip hop culture for sure, the black culture.
Yeah,
they always deactivate accounts for like a month or so and come back, and everybody makes a big deal about it. Then too, I don't take part of that shit no more. Well, he's alive and well. He's alive and well. What do we get from that shit? What do we get from that?
I don't know. I mean, well, he is very emotional too, more emotional than most humans are. I mean, people remember. You got to remember too, Jamal.
Listen, you speaking on enough, like how you're doing now. He'll pop back up.
Remember, also
they too, bro. He'll pop back up. You speak on them. You speak on them more enough, they'll pop right back up.
But you remember too, this is somebody that had a lot of issues the last fight with his corner, with this guy not being there. Apparently, Calvin is back at the lead seat. I'm not 100% sure if that's confirmed, but you know, maybe it's Calvin saying, "Hey, let's get focused." Maybe
yes, Haney and Shakur should have happened at 35.
It should have. It's never gonna happen. He doesn't want no smoke with Shakur. I don't think, and I've been calling for long as he doesn't beat Shakur. Shakur beats him.
Man. Yeah. Beetlejuice, the little motherfucker from the Howard Stern show. They got here tripping. I don't know why Norm's even brought this up.
I'm a Beetlejuice fan. I would have watched it. I would have watched it.
Yeah. Somebody pull up the video when WCW was around and Jeff Jarrett broke the damn guitar over Beetlejuice's head. Like, come on, bro.
Oh my God, I forgot about how Beetlejuice is hilarious though. But when I seen Ring Magazine,
he called them slap nuts. He called them slap nuts or some shit like that. He kept calling them slap nuts, and he got slapped across the head with a guitar.
Hold on, Norman beats him too. Who are you talking about? Norman beats who? You talking about Boots? Yeah, listen. Boots. Listen. I think Boots is the most talented fighter going up the movie.
Thank you, HLD. You didn't even notice the fucking deactivation. Like, come on, it's not that deep.
No, but I think the deactivation may be deeper than you think. I mean, maybe it's Calvin kind of
just all the time. He does it all. Tank does this stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. Just like he'll post something and then he'll delete it. Like, why are we surprised when Tank does on social media?
Yeah, I'm not that surprised, but remember, there was a lot of controversy regarding his mental health in regards to the Lamont Roach fight, saying he needs to see therapy, but he doesn't want to see it because
Lamont right now on King. He feeling like he on King of the Hill right now. Lamont trolling the fuck out of him.
Yeah, but is the fight even happening? Like, when's the press conference? We're in July.
Lamont in the gym, so I don't know.
It's July 6th right now, right? So. Yeah. Do they even have enough time to run a press tour within the next month and a half? August 16th is literally a month and a week away.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that fight's going to be pushed back? Jamal, you're a professional. This is what you're an expert at.
Yeah, my bad. Wait for an answer. I don't know, man.
Clarissa says Tank done let know he is afraid of being embarrassed in the ring.
Call Al Heyman.
Al just signed a deal. He signed a 1-fight deal with Turkey. He's working with Turkey. So does that open the door for a possible Shakur matchup? Al Heyman's working with him.
Who matching up against Shakur? Who?
I'm just saying Turkey. I mean Shakur and Tank. You know they're working together now.
I don't know. I want, like I said, let's let Shakur just do what he got to do and focus on Cepeda, because that's another thing we can talk about. That crazy statement, like about shrinking the ring and whatever, all other shit. Like, what? That
was wild, bro. Turkey got no filter. He said we got a special.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
He said Turkey said we got a special ring for Shakur that every round it shrinks so we can make sure.
I'm confused. I'm confused though. Like, I'm confused. Like, did he just put out a statement saying if Berlanga's opponent and Shakur or whatever lose, he'd be very upset? That was one thing, whatever. But it's like, but now it's like you trying to set the. I don't understand it. Like,
he's been very vocal. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it. Like, it's not like, don't take it as I'm just being biased because I for Shakur. I don't care for all that. But it's like, if that was your, but let's be real, if that was your favorite fighter, and it seemed like the promoter was doing everything to give them a disadvantage and putting it out there publicly, you would feel some way too.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Kevin Connolly, if I was the
Put it
Bernardo,
out there, like, oh, as the fight goes on, the ring will get small, like some crazy shit. They eat about some special rings and what. But I'm like, Turkey is man, I don't know.
Turkey.
I hope he's trolling. I hope he's trolling, but it's not in the fact that he's trolling or not. It's just a statement put out there. It's like basically like we want to give Cepeda every advantage in the world to win.
I get the
openly. You openly putting it out there.
Yeah, I get the fact that he's trolling, but it's a one-sided troll, so it's kind of like
what I'm saying.
You know, you're kind of trying to play Shakur. And remember, Shakur and him had gotten into it maybe like a couple months ago first.
I mean, Shakur might beat him worse though, if that's the case. I'm gonna be real, because again, Cepeda being so aggressive, if you're a smart counterpuncher, the more aggressive your opponent is, the more they open up, the more it gives windows of opportunity to counter their ass and hit them with some shit.
Turkey,
especially with the shots you don't see. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Cepeda gonna do some work. He's gonna do his thing too. You know, he probably gonna do some damage in there. But if he continues to fight at the same speed and doesn't make adjustments as the fight goes on, Shakur is gonna pick up on it and he's gonna start breaking them apart with the openings that Cepeda gives him.
No, I'm with you. I mean, listen, I think skill wise, I have him top 5. Shakur, I think just skill wise, period. You fought him, you know how hard he is to hit, you know how intelligent he is. I think he stops Cepeda. I think he's gonna. I want to believe that he's going to go out there and make a statement. But I would like to see it because I think it makes it more interesting for 140, 147 because I don't think he stays at 135 after this fight. I mean, what is left for him to prove at
135 for?
So I mean, I think he makes a statement and he goes up and goes after the bags. To be honest with you, and he has flirted with going up to 147. He said so. I wouldn't be surprised if he posed like you said to Shane Mosley and skips 140 to 147. Do you think that would be wise of Shakur?
You gotta just basically choose the right matchups. He has the frame. He has the frame for it. He's gonna have to like basically build up and grow into it. But so in the meantime, you put him in the right fights. You know that complement his style. You see Conor Ben feel some way about him, or you know, the Conor Ben, you know, he didn't hide that he doesn't have any type of feelings towards Shakur or whatever. He doesn't like him or whatever. Him or Devin Haney. So and Shakur has already said that he'll go up to 47-2 fight a Conor Ben. So
yeah, and I think he wins that easily. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Conor's gonna get aggressive. He's gonna get overly aggressive, and like Bud told him you got to be smarter in there. You gotta have better ring IQ. You gotta start using your IQ. That's what Bud told him. That's what pretty much what lost him the Eubank fight. He out there just fighting over aggressively and not really thinking, and just fighting too emotionally.
No, listen. I feel like Conor Ben has one speed. It's very entertaining, but he has one speed. And fighting a guy like Shakur, and that's why I think after this fight, I think Shakur bounces up to 147 or 140 because I feel like that's where the money's going to be at because clearly Gervonta doesn't want that smoke, and he's not going to give him the opportunity. So. If I was him, I think financially it makes more sense, especially if he doesn't want to continue to make the minimum that he's making. He wants to make more money. He wants big fights. Is it kind of crazy that he's never had a pay-per-view as talented as he is?
No, it's not. I mean, it's a different era of boxing, man. I don't know why we can't. We get cut him on pay-per-view, right? And then when the fucking numbers do terrible, it's a knock against your that pay-per-view shit. I'd rather see go for the most eyes and views you can get on your fights.
Yeah,
you see they going into Netflix instead of pay-per-view, and everybody, no one's buying pay-per-view no more. Everybody in the fucking chat, including us, we all know a fucking link we can watch the damn fights for free.
Mel, were you trying to get them call on us, man? Come on, bro.
It's the truth though. Everybody in here knows a link or two.
I pay
they can watch the motherfucking fights for free.
I pay for my guy Canelo all the time. I'm sorry.
No, well, you don't have to pay. You just pay your subscription this fight. I'm saying this is why all you gotta do is pay your subscription for this fight because everyone's not paying for pay-per-view anymore. Let's be real.
Well, the other fight on there is Shiraz, Hamza Shiraz versus Edgar Berlanga Jr. What do you think?
I think Edgar definitely got to. He definitely knows that the ball is not in his court, and. He definitely got to lock in. He definitely got to lock in.
How big of a matchup this is, and this is what I'm gonna say. This is the second fight after his Canelo fight.
Right.
The last fight he fought a hamburger. A guy just showed up out of prison after 10 years.
That's crazy.
And the expectation has risen. I'm being honest. The guy's name was Montego.
That was crazy. The dude just came out of he just came out of
prison. How much pressure is on Edgar right now to be very impressive against a very tough opponent, which Turkey wants to see fight Canelo? How big of a fight is this for Edgar Berlanga? I don't think people are really putting it into.
It's big. It's big for his career. It's not even big just for his career. It's for the image. It's for the image as well. Because Edgar puts out, did you see the video that Shiraz did, whatever, when he went to New York?
That was hilarious.
He was asking anybody if they knew who Edgar Berlanga was, because Edgar said he was the king of New York.
Yeah.
That was hilarious shit. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying it's an image thing. It's an image thing. You can't go out here and lose to this dude, especially if you're making all these claims and saying that you're at this level in boxing. You can't better go out there and show out.
No, and then you're saying stuff like, I had the whole New York City shut down, people throwing block parties to watch me fight, giving the impression that he's the Mike Tyson or Macho.
Did you throw a block party at this time?
I live in Atlanta. I watched the fight. I don't know anyone, to be honest, that threw a block party, but I mean, maybe in Bushwick or Williamsburg where he's from, but the way he speaks, and this is just being honest, he speaks as if he's one of the iconic New Yorkers, which he wants to be, which I understand, which is Hector Camacho. When Camacho fought, communities from all through New York, whether you were black, Puerto Rican, was shutting shit down. He was a superstar. Mike Tyson would shut down the globe. He's speaking in that narrative, and I think that's what irritates people, and that's what Hamza Shariz is going to continue to attack. So when you speak in that demeanor, right, you have to deliver in a Camacho-like or Mike Tyson-like way. People, you got to live up to that standard or you're going to be mocked. And I think this fight, he needs to make a statement. He needs to go out there and knock this guy out or beat him convincingly. But you're right. The odds are kind of stacked against him where Shiraz is a Turkey fighter. You know what I mean? Well, what do you think about that?
I mean, you said it all right there, bro. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not, and it's like Shiraz is not somebody that we know like that we know. So to go out there and lose to somebody that at least in America and the States that people don't, there's somebody that we don't know.
Yeah.
And you have to make all these claims after and you want to fight Canelo again and so forth and yada yada yada. You gotta go out here and make a statement. You gotta go out here and show that he's not on your level with it.
You know what's crazy though? When it comes to Berlanga, there are a lot of people that do want to see him be great. They do. I mean, people are in my inbox all the time. He's going to show something different. I spoke to Eric Roman Sr., his former trainer. He's going back to what made him Edgar, boxing and stuff like that. There's a lot of pressure on him to deliver in this fight. If he does not deliver and loses convincingly against Hamza Shiraz, is it safe to say that he will be put on the back burner? Will he be able to be as marketable?
Yeah, he's gonna get put on the back burner because let's be real. I know Edgar's my guy, but he wasn't that big name that promoters was dying to push or promote like that anyway. You know what I mean? Like I think if anything, Edgar is a great promoter pushing his own brand of himself. But in terms of like the business side of it and with the promoters and what. Who's promoting this card? Because then he said he had like one more fight with Eddie Hearn, or was that last? Whatever.
No, that was last.
That's what I'm saying. So who's he locked in with right now? Though? That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean he has a lot of fights that can possibly be made with Jamel Charlo.
Yeah, he's gonna have to fight. So he's gonna have to fight somebody. He's gonna have to fight somebody big like a Charlo or someone else, or maybe finally say if he loses, then I would see them making sense trying to do the Caleb Plant fight as well. You know what I'm saying?
Caleb wants that rematch.
Both of those guys. Well, yeah, if Caleb doesn't get the rematch, both of those guys let's say coming off losses and they already had bad blood, and this is they'll probably make it seem like this is a last chance type of fight, like this is a do or die fight. So the winner from here advances on, and the loser may have to think about if they want to continue to box again, whatever, whatever.
Well, I will say this: he could either be a superstar or become a meme. And what I mean by that is the way he talks, he's talking like a superstar. And if you don't back up what you're saying, they're gonna use that against you, especially in New York. They're gonna kill him. So
Edgar needs to not pull a Joey Joyce, which means he can't try to play it safe. He needs a dominant performance. That's my man.
He needs to get crazy. And I didn't realize how big Shiraz was. He's a big dude. Like, I didn't know he was that tall too. So, and Edgar does get caught.
Just like I said, Edgar he doesn't need to lose his head in there. Like, don't go out there doing foul shit. Don't go out there biting motherfuckers and headbutting and whatever.
So is it safe to say that Hamza Shiraz is the second best fighter he's fighting since he
I don't know. We gotta wait and see. I don't know. I do not know.
He said he's a superstar meme already. I mean, he wants to be on the positive side of a meme, and the way he's talking, if he doesn't deliver, he's going to lose out on a lot of big bags. He needs to win this fight. Can he handle that pressure? And Hamza keeps picking at him. When you watch it, he's like, dude, you celebrated a loss to Canelo. You didn't fight. Like, he's playing mind games with him. Hamza Shiraz is definitely putting it in.
Yeah, because Edgar came at him first. Though you seen the first press conference, he was killing him. I was like, damn, it was dogging my man. Yeah. My man was quiet as hell.
Yeah, no, he's doing a lot of talking, and now when he called him a sausage, I don't know if you ever been in London. When you call somebody a sausage, it's basically a sucker. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I see Hamza kind of like Hamza looks confident. Like, he doesn't look shaken. It looks like he got his game plan. I'm pulling for Edgar. I want Edgar to win. I'm a little biased because, a lot of my friends roll with Edgar. So I'd like to see my friends happy. I can't say that I'm.
Nah, I want to see Edgar, my guy too. But I want to see him win. But it's like he gotta live up. He gotta back up all the talk. You gotta go out there and make him seem like he's a nobody. He's not on your level. Simple as that.
Yeah, I think. Let me ask you a question: who has more pressure on him?
Edgar.
Oh, damn.
Edgar.
Or Shakur.
Edgar. Or Shakur?
Yeah, Edgar Shakur.
I think I'm gonna say Edgar or Shakur.
No, Shiraz is good. I'm talking about Edgar or Shakur.
Probably Shakur, because Shakur has more upside behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people expect, even they can say whatever they want about Shakur's fights, people still expect more out of Shakur when he does get in the ring. And they feel like he's capable of doing more when he's in there as well. So I think Shakur for sure, especially because if you think about it, also Shakur does have a lot of probably more names that he could potentially fight afterwards. Like, again, if he stays at 35, he could fight Schofield. He could fight Schofield. You know what I'm saying? He finally had that fight the way, get that out the way, or he could move to 140 and fight some of them guys over there, or even make a jump to 47 and have a fight up there. So, like, if anything, more pressure is probably on Shakur because he has more upside behind him.
I respectfully disagree.
You think Edgar has more pressure than Shakur?
I think there's a lot more pressure than Shakur, and I'm going to tell you why.
That's that Puerto Rican shit you talking
about. Shakur. That adds to it. But look. Shakur has fought Oscar Valdez. He's fought yourself. He's fought champions. He's won big fights.
That's what I'm saying. And so people expect more from him because of that.
No, but this is where the pressure comes in. Edgar's biggest fight has been Canelo, which at the end of the fight they celebrated a loss. They had a parade. A lot of people knock him for that. Before that, I think he had 2 fights before that. He was suspended for a year for biting someone. The expectation that he's put upon himself and the pressure, if he doesn't have a good performance, he could be done. If Shakur wins by decision and it's a boring fight, he's still got big fights to go forward.
No.
Who in New York City?
Who gets attacked more on social media when they have a fucking when people agree their performance or not? People, everything Shakur posts, people's in the comments. People in the comments bragging about one thing or another. So let's be real here.
But Shakur, I mean, it's more his hands. It's more what they expect from Shakur.
He has more people. Because they understand how good he is and the pedigree and the level he comes from. He's an Olympic silver medalist. And
he's also Puerto Rican, by the way.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But I'm saying though, like, if Edgar loses, no one's gonna fucking really bat an eye.
No way, you're crazy.
No one's gonna bat an eye, yo. It was like
all the cities
we knew Berlanga wasn't that good, whatever. The ones really don't give a fuck. And then he'll take some time off and he'll come right back to fight whoever to boost his confidence up if he loses.
I
Man,
think Edgar's past that. I think he's past it.
Shakur, like you said, Shakur can't even afford to have a bad performance.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
difference.
he's had good ones. I think Edgar can be
But,
out
okay,
of the
who has
game.
more pressure on him, bro?
Can you imagine if Edgar gets...
Shakur can win a fight. He can win a fucking fight, whatever, and his performance can be whatever to people, mediocre or dull, whatever y'all want to point it, and he's going to get criticized up until his next fight. That's pressure. Nobody gives Edgar Berlanga, unless he has a fight coming up, people start talking a bit, yada yada yada. But no one's really, they just clown Edgar for the fucking celebration, the parade and shit.
HLD said Berlanga has superficial ego pressure. Shakur has career pressure. That's a good point.
It's more riding on Shakur, who's about legacy. You know what I'm saying, and being great than fucking a guy with an ego, with his ego tripping.
He said outside of Puerto Rico.
Listen, Edgar can lose a fight and not bat an eye and don't feel nothing about it. He'll be like, yo, I got a jerk. They robbed me. This shit was a scam from the jump off. Yada, yada, yada.
I feel like Edgar has not had that performance where we can say, okay, he's arrived. I mean, that's why I'm saying I feel like he could be out of the game. I think Shakur, I don't know. Maybe you might be right. You might have won this one.
Come on, man.
Outside of Puerto Rico, no one has high expectations of Berlanga. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have high expectations of him. I can't sit here and lie to people. I have to see it. I want him to do well. Expectations is me saying he's the most talented dude, and I expect him to win these big fights. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm waiting to see something that shows me that he can be the next great Puerto Rican champion. To be honest with you, Shakur, I believe is I don't know 3 people that can beat Shakur at this point. I'm just being honest. If he goes to 147,
who has more pressure if they have a fucked up performance then?
I think Berlanga would be out the game. I don't think Shakur would be out the game. I think I'm with you. I think Shakur Mobster was a pick.
Like yo, I don't know, man. Like that's like saying like
It's tough.
I don't know, bro.
I like Edgar, man. I want him to do well, but I just feel like
you could like Edgar. There's nothing wrong. But sit there and say who has more pressure? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, man. He's also
if anything, let's be real. People in the chat, let's be real. Everybody probably feels like Cepeda and Shakur should be the motherfucker, the top headline and fight. Nobody, come on, bro.
Yeah. I mean, listen, but he's not. It's Edgar. So Edgar is the headline of Edgar.
He's selling like a motherfucker. He's selling this motherfucker, but at the same time, in terms of like the competitiveness nature in out of the 2 fights, Shakur Cepeda is a more competitive fight. Shakur Cepeda is going to probably have more eyes on it. It's going to be more telling. It's Cepeda's first shot at the world title. People feel like Cepeda has the recipe to upset and beat Shakur with his pressure and output. Come on, man. The pressure fighter puts.
Ari says Shakur here. He agrees with you. Shakur's the most pressure because everybody's waiting to see him lose, but Edgar has lost before. I feel you, but I think if Shakur would lose, people would still want to see him fight again. I think if Edgar loses, I don't believe that's gonna happen.
Okay, but will the drive still be the same? Will the man of Shakur Stevenson, if anything, he'll be criticized. I told you he wasn't that good. I told you. Come on, he got more pressure on him, bro.
I feel like when it comes to Edgar he could be a superstar, or he could be the Brooklyn Brawler after this. It's pretty bad. And wrestling terms, he could just be a stepping stool after this, being like 26, 27, whatever he is.
Listen, he can go. Listen, he loses. He could still go out there and fight my man Steven Nelson. Go out there and fight Caleb.
I think his pride's not gonna let him fight Steven Nelson. Steven Nelson's dangerous. I hope Berlanga loses just for hanging so much with Fat Joe. What the hell, Clarissa? What's the matter with you and Joe?
He's Terror Squad now.
Yeah, no, he's been Terror Squad, whatever. But on that note, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, Monday, to our regular scheduled show, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Jamel wants to do a Friday night show. So, I'm with that. If you guys want us to, let us know. We're about to go on a crazy run. Make sure you tune into both channels. We're going to be cutting up stuff. Also, the social medias. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 10 a.m. We will be going live early. Shakur also has the tougher fight. I expect Berlanga to KO the UK sausage. That is hilarious. The UK sausage. You ever got called a salad? Somebody called me a salad when I was out there. That was weird. But London has the best dishes.
Call him a wanker.
A wanker. No, they don't even use wanker. That's like old terminology.
That's how he calls you a wanker.
Who called me a wanker? Somebody gonna link it? Oh, man. But Jamal, I will holler at you. Guys, tune in. This live is gonna be up. Make sure y'all subscribe, share, hit the notification button. Let us grow with you. Help us grow. Let's make it happen. It's
We out.
Jamal is the 10A podcast. We out of here. Jamal Mahal.